This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. I don't know if you've seen this video. We've got it on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. There's a mom who's trying to guess which thirsty DMs were written by her adult son.
Oh, wow. They're sitting in the same room together. So it's the son and the mom, and it's super funny because it's like awkward. Like here's mom reading him trying to be flirty with a girl.
Oh, it's very, very awkward.
I could commit crimes with those eyes. That sounds so much like you saying something cheesy like that.
Is that cheesy?
Yeah, to me it is.
Okay, all right.
Girl, you are thicky. I hope the hell you didn't say that. I'd come through the phone and choke you.
Do you know what thick means?
It sounds like you're heavy.
So thick means that a girl is curvy.
Oh, you would like that then. Your ex-wife was a little thicker.
What? I love this mom.
Wow.
That was no chill. Thicky.
Yeah.
Those weren't that thirsty though. I was expecting more.
Yeah, I guess they're not going to let her see the boner pics that he might be saying.
Wow. That's what I was expecting, honestly.
Wow. Okay, we went from 0 to 100 on that one.
Yeah, well, right? That's probably what's going on.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, at that point, we know those are thirsty. You know what I mean? That's pretty much...
Vicky just found one that I thought was rather interesting that maybe for best purposes we didn't hear her say it, but in a nutshell it said, for the love of God, please do a certain thing. Use me as a seat.
Oh, yeah, yes. There you go. There you go.
It?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The old, yeah. Okay. I think that was a Monty Python song back in the day.
Yes, it was.
Sit in my hand, tell me that you love me. Why do I even know that?
Yeah, I know. Right?
I'm glad you do know that. I am very impressed.
I used to know someone that loved Monty Python, and they would play that song all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not really a song.
Oh, it's a great song.
But for that person, that was that was Pearl Jam to them. That kind of music.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was a tremendous song. Vicky, Danny, you know that song, or do you?
No.
You got to find it.
I've never seen Monty Python.
Me neither.
I know references to it, but not the songs.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to watch any Monty Python because that could be troublesome. But the song, I think you get a kick out of. And then who knows? Maybe if you like the song enough, you might want to delve deeper into the brilliance of Monty Python. But Steve will tell you, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Danny, don't waste your time.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
But at least the song is, it's entertaining. And when you realize when the song came out, it's like, well, that was all right, because it's still funny to me today because we can't even say what their song is today. So they were ahead of their time.
Yeah, but my buddy would listen to that song as if it was, listening to Soundgarden or just randomly during the day. Just go over this is in college, go over to his dorm and he's just hanging out in his room and he's sit on my man. I'm like, What are you doing?
Dude, do
you expect any ladies to pop into this room and say, hey, what are you listening to? I kind of want to do that.
I think of it like, the 69 Club, nice. Yeah. It's that kind of thing where, it's just so stupid. You go, and it puts a smile on your face. It's put a smile on my face just remembering that song. And
well, some people can't smile if they actually do that because there's things in the way of their mouth being able to.
That's a good point. Yeah, you're right.
But the whole jumping into the DM, it's so funny. I have a friend that she just recently shared some random DMs that she was getting on her Twitter page, and because she's a cosplayer, and one of the ones was just so great because she just screenshot and said, "How did you jump from cosplaying and dress up to escorting?" And the person was just basically like, "Hey, I love all the costumes that you wear. You ever thought about being an escort?"
Oh, wow!
It's like, well, that's rather quick.
Yeah, that's very, very quick. But some of those cosplayers are sexy, Steve. And sometimes, you just
hope that they become hookers.
Well, again, it's in the world of sci-fi and fantasy. We imagine a lot, so why not imagine even more?
Deep into that fantasy.
That's one of my favorite things in the morning is when Vicky's like, "Oh, guys, you should see what was in my inbox this morning," and it's like, oh god.
Oh yeah, thirsty people. Vicky shares them with everybody, so just know that we're all reading your weird text.
If you send me an unsolicited, certain type of picture, everyone's seeing it.
Oh yeah, we're photoshopping things on it. It's a good time.
We're making fun of it.
Oh wow.
We're probably sending you a picture back with me or Steve replying with our feet or something.
Yeah.
So enjoy.
Yeah, those aren't Vicky's hairy feet.
No.
Well,
mine are hairier actually.
Oh, yes. Hashtag Hobbit life.
But it's kind of funny, though. A guy would try and jump into someone's DMs and just said, already kind of sold themselves short. I have no chance of being able to convince this person to go on a date with me. How about I see if I could just pay to go on a date with this person?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say, I appreciate that he knows his lot in life. He probably is like, yeah, the only way I could be with you is if there was a financial agreement.
The best part that she shares is the person's username is something along the lines of I miss you, Sally. That's
No, that's not his name.
And she wrote, "This is why Sally left you. You don't deserve her."
Oh boy! Wow. Boy, I miss you, Sally is not having a good day.
There's a weird disconnect where people you can send them the most plain thing and they will send you something 20 steps ahead in return. On one occasion, someone's like, "What are you doing?" "I'm getting my tattoo finished, my back tattoo finished." "Let me see." So I sent him a picture and it's all bloody and, I clearly just got a tattoo. And he thinks that means, "Hey, you want to see my stuff?"
Wow.
And he sends me a pic back. But no, "Hey, do you want to see it? Hey, I'm going to send you this." It's boom, here you go. I'm like, that is a weird, wait, what happened?
You want to see my needle?
Yeah. No, that's what it is. Geez. Steve, that's the missing link. Thanks for connecting the dots for us. Appreciate that.
I creep understands how creep writes.
The creep whisperer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get you. He's speaking my language.
Wow.
You showed me skin. I'm going to show you skin. It's so stupid.
Now it makes sense.
It actually doesn't. No,
not really. No.
Steve could actually get a job as an interpreter. This is really good.
What he meant to do was wish you a happy Friday.
Yeah, that's really what he meant. We got cops that are on the hunt for a man who broke into a mall to steal a bag of Dippin' Dots. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Miggs report for you at 6:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
99.9 KISW, The Rock. of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us the Migs Report today. Oh, it's sunny out, so why not? Maybe it's a little windy. Get yourself a kite and fly it around, because it's National Fly a Kite Day, BJ.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
But more importantly, today's a day I think you'll truly appreciate, because it's National Kiss a Wookiee Day. So find your hairy friend and pucker up.
You know, we talk about how some days have to share some days with some really great days, like National Chocolate Day sometimes shares it with National Pie Day or something.
Right.
And yet we've got a day that easily could have something else.
It's also National Lobster Day.
Oh, all right. Well, that's not bad. Okay.
I think I'd rather just,
You have
kiss a Wookiee.
Okay. Well, Amelia Clark does make that seem appealing. Okay.
Not kissing that Wookiee.
Please no. She's got bad gas.
All right, let's talk about this guy in Texas. Apparently, police are on the hunt for a guy who broke into a mall. And why? He wanted to steal a bag of Dipping Dots. Yes, those delicious little ice cream treats. The little balls.
You and I will disagree on how delicious they are, but that is odd that that's all he broke into the mall for.
You have a problem with Dippin' Dots?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
How could you have a problem with Dippin' Dots? They're awesome.
There are so many other ice cream treats that I would rather have over those.
I'm not saying they're the best, but they're freaking great.
Yeah, the mall, that's like the Dippin' Dots are like the go-to.
Baseball games.
No, I mean, I know of a mall right now that has a Dippin' Dot display, and I'm sorry, but you know what? The mall I know of, it has a Cold Stone Creamery. Thank you. Goodbye, Dippin' Dots. Don't even talk to me.
Well, here's the crazy part is that he actually broke through a hole in the ceiling. So he did this dun, 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 Mission Impossible style.
Wow.
Your mission, should you decide to accept it.
And what I love is they have surveillance footage. He was wearing a polo shirt, and the entire time that he was a part of his secret mission, he was licking on a sucker. That's what the police report said.
Okay, so he had a lollipop in his mouth, just getting him ready for the Dippin' Dots.
He went through the same hole in that ceiling when that's how he exited the place with the Dippin' Dots. No word on if he took anything else. He's still on the run. At what point as cops, you just be like, you know what? We got other things to worry about. We're just going to chalk this up to a Dippin' Dot loss.
Yeah, I mean, really, he's done them all a favor.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think your hate for Dipping Dots is a little excessive.
Well, again, I find it to be completely, there's no need for it. I don't ever get them at the ballpark. I don't ever get them at the mall. What does it say, the future of ice cream or something like that?
That's why I thought you would like them, because they're almost like a space treat.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. You know what? I mean, they're not going to get me with that line.
Now, don't call me buddy if you're not going to like Dippin' Dots.
Oh,
you ain't a friend of mine if you don't like Dippin' Dots.
Listen, I feel badly for you. I hope that you get the right therapy and realize what's going on here.
All right, so you won't eat Dippin' Dots, but would you want to eat the Mona Lisa, BJ?
Wow. Didn't we just have a Monty Python song talk earlier?
This is one of the dumbest things, but I just love stupid stories. Somebody started a petition on change.org that's asking Jeff Bezos, you know him from Amazon and all the stuff and all the money that he has. The petition is that they want Jeff Bezos to buy the Mona Lisa and eat it.
What?
Yeah, sure, why not?
And according to the reason, well, Rev's like, why not? Some people are like, why? And they said, quote, nobody has eaten the Mona Lisa, and we feel that Jeff Bezos needs to take a stand and make this happen. Right. He does have the money for it.
Okay, this is the dumbest thing I've heard of. Am I missing something?
No, you're not missing something. It's just stupid for stupid's sake.
Yeah, I mean, this is, some people try to be clever, some people try to be ironic, and then there's this. What is this? Moronic? I guess.
Well, he definitely has some extra cash because he just auctioned off a seat on his rocket. You know, him and his brother are going to space.
Oh, right.
In a rocket. Well, they just auctioned off a seat for $28 million.
Wow. Somebody has got that kind of cash because they want to do the ultimate frontier, and that is go to space.
Yep. I wonder if they're bringing Dippin' Dots with them.
Wow, $28 million. Imagine that you've got that kind of money. You go, yeah, I want to go to space. Dude, $28 million.
Not much of a golf guy, but if stuff like this is going to continue to happen, maybe I'll start paying attention. I guess there's I don't even know what this is. It's a Corn Ferry tour that they do in golf, and there's a Monday qualifier for it. And there were a few guys that were part of a team. They were paired together for a tee time. Austin Daly, Derek Fribbs, and Luke Smith. And Smith's dad was his caddy, and that kind of comes into play in this story.
Oh, all right.
Apparently, the Smiths the dad and the son were pissing off the other two guys because, well, they weren't like helping out throughout all the rounds. Like if there was like an errant tee shot, or they weren't pulling the pin in the hole after putting it out. Like things, I guess, that are technically, that's just what you do. You're respectful of your teammates, and I guess they weren't doing these things. It was starting to piss off the other two guys. So at one point, one of the guys missed the green. He was having a hard time finding his ball. The other guy was helping him, but the Smiths wanted nothing to do with it. So they start yelling and screaming at each other. At some point, Luke, the son, just jumps on the other guy and starts punching him. What? Dad grabs the putter, starts wielding it at the other dude. The cops show up. The cops are like, would you like to press charges? The guy's like, yeah, he punched me in the face. So he gets arrested. The son gets arrested. The dad gets pulled away as well.
Wow.
This is the type of stuff we need in golf, BJ.
Okay, this is what golf is devolving into. I'm enjoying this.
Good news for those that saw something really scary over the weekend. I don't know if you saw the post on social media. There was a soccer match that was happening. Danny, maybe you were watching it. Christian Eriksen, he plays for, he's a Danish player, and he plays for Denmark. And he collapsed on the field, on the pitch, and died practically. Pretty much he stopped breathing. He was unresponsive. There's an incredible scene of like all of his teammates circling around him so that way the media couldn't get pictures as they were trying to bring him back to life. They had like the defibrillator. They were doing everything that they possibly could. After about 10 minutes, they got him breathing again, thankfully. Wow. And he just posted something online just thanking everybody, saying that he's fine. He does have to go do some examinations, but he's feeling pretty good. And he just said, now I'm going to cheer on the boys in Denmark for the next matches, play for all of us in Denmark, and things along those lines.
So he died for 10 minutes.
For however long, but yeah, it took about 10 minutes of CPR, so yeah.
Whoa.
It was terrifying, man. The video footage of it was just really scary, and then he was able to leave, and he kind of was able to give a wave to people, which I think helped a little bit. But the crazy part then was the league made the team still play the game. They're like, you have a couple of options. You can either play tonight, play tomorrow at noon, or forfeit the match 3-0. They ended up playing the game and losing, I think, 1-0. So I don't know if the 3-0 is just like a standard, like if you have to forfeit, you lose 3-0, because I think points matter.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah.
If I'm the team, I'm like, what do you go after yourself? Our player just died on the field, man.
They're tough. You know, those soccer folks are tough.
As far as the Mariners, they're tough, BJ. They won 4-3. They beat the Twins yesterday.
Woo! Look at this. Minnesota. All right. We need to get out of Detroit. Minnesota. Last
night also was the Stanley Cup semifinals, game one between Vegas and the Montreal Canadiens. Vegas won very nicely, 4-1.
Wow.
In game one. Shea Theodore, former T-Bird, had the first goal of the game. That was pretty cool.
Look, I mean, I don't know how the series is going to go because, the Bruins won the first game of their series, and that turned out badly. So, but still, man, how about them Knights? Just makes you feel good about the Kraken.
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight you got Tampa Bay and the New York Islanders playing game number 2, with the Islanders having a 1-0 series lead. As far as weather, 66 degrees, going to be sunny. Thank you, Kia Up You All, for giving us the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
Who directed Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Oh, crap, what's his name?
That's what I'm asking.
I know. John Hughes.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Yes. Not only do you have to get the answer, Steve, but you have to deal with a snarky question asker. You know what I mean?
So rude.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking, mister.
Very Trebek of him. Very much so.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do that at 6:48 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.